Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to my latest weekly update. As you know, we announced earlier this week that our school system would continue the remote learning format for an additional week. Students are now scheduled to report to school on February 1st, 2021, if and only if we experience a downward trend in the transmission of COVID-19 in our community. We will continually monitor the data and seek input and guidance from our local health department and our hospital when making a decision regarding the return to in-person learning. In order to get our students in school, we must work together to decrease the spread of this virus. So please continue to wash your hands, watch your distance, and wear a mask. In addition, by all means, if you are sick or are feeling under the weather, please stay home. Many of you have asked why we've had to close schools individually or as a school system to in-person learning. So I thought it might be important to provide you with an explanation. First, we look at all of the available COVID-19 data. When the COVID numbers are extremely high in our community, bringing children and staff into our buildings only increases the likelihood of more transmission of the virus. In addition, there are often staffing issues that factor into our decision. If too many staff members are home not feeling well with the virus or home due to a required quarantine, there are simply not enough employees in the building to safely open schools. Without the staff to manage the day-to-day operations of the school, it is impossible to serve our students in person. Our goal is to reopen schools in an in-person format as soon as possible. Not only is in-person learning the best instructional option for most students, quite simply, we miss our kids. We want them back in our buildings. Teachers and students thrive when they can interact face-to-face. It builds relationships and fosters better understanding. We will continue to announce our school status each week, Wednesday at 7 p.m., with the hope that we can return to in-person learning sooner rather than later. Still, I know that many of you are uncomfortable with the idea of sending your child to school at this time. So, of course, virtual learning is still in play, and it remains available to all of those students who wish to choose or who have chosen this path. By the way, the second semester actually begins on January 28th. I know this has been a hardship to many families, and we hear you. Only working together as one Newton can we ensure our schools will reopen for in-person instruction. I'm pleased to know that the COVID-19 vaccine is available for some, and I'm looking forward to the time when it is available for our staff and our local community. We will begin providing information regarding the vaccination opportunities in our area. So be sure to check your email and our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn accounts often. Vaccines aren't mandatory, but we do want to help provide information regarding their accessibility for those interested in obtaining them. Finally, I want to thank you again for your cooperation, your patience, your understanding as we navigate these challenges. Please know that we are ready to assist however we can. I encourage you to reach out to your teachers, your school leaders, and the central office team should you have concerns or need assistance. We're here to help. Until next week, have a wonderful and safe weekend.